Start and start. We're on right now.
Awesome. And we're all alone.
Happy Tuesday.
Just you and I.
I was actually going to put some music on before we came on. And I forgot. There's just so much happening right now. So much happening.
Apparently not.
What do you mean?
It's just you and me.
Well, and it may just be you and me, and that's okay.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Just think
Cool.
about it. Even when it's just you and me, we do stuff.
It's still good.
That's right. So, there we go.
Right.
Bonnie Miller.
Bonnie
Who
made
knew
it.
we could count on you, Bonnie?
Yep. Hey, Bonnie. How are you, Bonnie?
That's awesome. Hi, Lori.
There's Lori.
Lori, are you all settled in? And I saw the picture of your, I think it was your living room the other day. It's exciting to be able to decorate. I'm a little jealous. I'd like to be able to do some decorating. Like bigger decorating, like a whole room.
Awesome. Yes, let's do it.
Hi, Lacey. Hi, Melina. Fine as frog hair split 3 ways. Ah, it's still a dance floor. I think that's really cool, too. That is way cool. Hey, Summer. Hey, Siri. Hey, everybody.
Wow.
Thanks for joining us, you guys. I know, right? There is so much going on. So I don't know if you guys, the first thing we'll start off with, if everybody saw Tom's live today at 4, did you see his live? Do you even know what he did today? You want to even take a guess?
No, I don't.
So we didn't get our Blend Bash
number,
yeah, right.
Okay.
We were super close, but we didn't quite get there.
Right.
But he went ahead and he's offering 2 of those bags. So if you recruit anyone in the month of September, you will be in a drawing. So there's 2 of them. There'll be 2 drawings.
What kind of bag?
The Louis Vuitton. They had bought 2 of them.
Handbags? Or
They're beautiful, big
purses?
bags. They're purses. And somebody mentioned this before, and I was kind of like, I hate to mention this, but I'm going to mention it. It's like, I don't have a Louis Vuitton. It's never been like, oh, I got to have one. So I would probably sell it, because those things sell. Those things hold value. Like
Stop it.
I would totally sell it. I would buy myself a pair of Gringo boots.
You would sell it?
I would totally sell it.
What about
Isn't
the
that
red
terrible?
sole shoes?
What about them?
Would you sell those?
Probably if I couldn't wear them. If I can't walk in them, I don't need them.
No, they are
Yeah.
stilettos.
I don't know.
Right?
Anybody else feel that way? Like, if I got it, I think I'd sell it. Because you could buy some stuff with that.
Wow.
I wouldn't have money to put in it. Right, Bonnie, exactly. Like, what? I'd sell it in a heartbeat. There you go. We're all thinking alike. I mean, they're beautiful bags, don't get me wrong, but it's like, I don't know. I would totally sell it.
Yeah.
Like, I buy a pair of boots, and I don't know. You could buy a lot with one
You
of
would
that.
buy more your stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Half price sale, right? Lori would sell it too. I love it. That's hilarious. But hey, man, I'd love to win one. Give me a new pair of boots. That's pretty funny.
That is funny.
That's really funny. I know. Okay, well, good. I don't want to get shot or knocked in the head for a purse. That's a very good point. I hadn't even thought about that side of it. That's a very good point. My Target jean won't match a Louis, so there's that. Lori, I'm like so with you on that. Like Academy. I love it. That's awesome. All right. So anyway, but we know that he has offered those 2 bags. So that's kind of
Okay,
cool.
but what else is going on this month?
Okay, so
Is there a drum for something else?
well, there's going to be. So this is the Infinity month because it's our 8th anniversary, right? So we've got that special that starts on Friday, I believe, with the really pretty Tree of Life, is that what it's called, Tree of Life? That I absolutely love.
That's that new shade?
They'd have my gun when they stole my purse. Right, I hear you. Yeah, it's that new shade that's like the family tree thing. It's gorgeous. What's really funny about that? So a friend of mine used to sell personally poetic jewelry, and they had that exact emblem or whatever that is on a ring. And so I'm trying to remember. In fact, I bet she would tell me who all bought that. And then I could reach out to them and let them know. I can't believe I didn't think about that sooner. Tree of Life. Thank you, Lacey. Anyway, that's why I'm going to do that because I had forgotten about that. I know a couple of people that bought that ring from her. Anyway, cool shade, obviously. Yes, the infinity symbol. Our goal, you asked about a goal. Our goal is to reach or to have 82,000 consultants by the end of September.
82,000.
Yes. And you can keep track of all that on the
And what do you get for that? What is this?
If we hit the
throwing?
goal, 8 consultants will receive free registration for reunion and hotel accommodations.
Wow.
I know.
8?
8. Because
Wow.
it's 8 years.
And then also you're in the drawing for the purse?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
So, yep. So you better work on that.
Should I go now?
Oh, no, not
Okay.
because of her. Uh-oh. It's phasing in and out. Let us know if it's breaking up on you guys. Sure is on our end. Okay, so what else? Right now it looked like, the last time I checked, it was like,
Are we having joint specials? What was you just saying?
yes, there's a joint special
Friday.
right now.
What was Friday?
Friday's the tree of life.
And right now we have a joint special.
$50 off either kit
I think I seen
until
that.
the 15th.
And then what? It's free?
No, you silly
I'm going to
goose.
get all these people to sign up.
Ah,
Work hard.
$50 off? Are you kidding me? $50 off is huge.
Okay.
They get that big old blend bash.
It is a lot of stuff.
It's a lot of stuff. It's a great deal.
Yeah.
82,000. Yeah, there was 12,000 when you joined, right? Yeah, there were 22 when I joined. I don't even know if there was 22. I don't know what there was, but yeah, it's just incredible how much it's. The purse will match your eyes.
Apparently I need a purse.
So I looked at 2:00 or 2:30 today. I went to the main Pink Zebra website and hit that focus button, and it said we had 79,256, and that was at 8:00 or 2:30 today.
So we roughly need 12,744 people.
What? No, 2,000.
What did I say?
12,000.
Oh.
But our biggest month that we ever did, Karen Esposito had asked, we did 4,700 one November. Hey, Miranda, we did 4,700 one November, so we can totally do this.
So it's
We can totally do
2,000?
this. If we're all focused on consult.
That's
And the cool
nothing.
thing about doing it this month,
We should hit that.
I know.
That's not bad.
I know.
I was thinking 12,000.
No,
But
no,
it's
no.
only 2,000.
Right. I believe we can do it. But the cool thing about that is that your people that are joining are going to have the entire fall season to make some money.
Right.
I mean,
This is the best time to join.
right. Now, there was some talk, I think Tom said something about, there were some people that said, well, I have people coming to rally and that was going to help me with the incentive trip. And I mean, I get that, but at the same time, it's like, I would rather them
That's
join
When is the rally? October, November?
October 5th.
Uh,
I would rather them join now and they get to also benefit from being a consultant and earning some money. If they hit their quick start, you still get incentive points.
Well, then we need to talk to some folks that are coming to
Yes. I know. I want to let them
Yeah,
know
reach
that
out.
now they can join. So you still, if they hit their quick start, you can still get incentive points, which is awesome. Right? And actually, it's 500 instead of 300, so it's better. Right?
Right.
I don't even know if Tom thought of that or said that on the thing, but that's the way I look at it. Plus, you're giving them an opportunity to bring some people to the rally, and then they get some people to join.
Right.
So, I mean, spread the love, right?
Yep, for sure.
I think that's a really good. I think that's a good deal. I would rather them join now and start working on their quick start. If you're looking for incentive points, anyway, right?
Right.
Right. What are you thinking?
I'm just, the wheels are
The
turning.
wheels are turning. Anyway, does that make sense to everybody? Right? Everybody, you don't have to agree with me, but it'd be nice if you did. No, I'm kidding.
Huh.
All right. Let's see. That was that. Oh, also that if we get the 82,000th person that joins is going to get 8 free Pink Zebra products.
The
So that
82nd
actual,
thousandth person.
yeah, that person.
Well, that's not fair.
Why isn't it fair? It's
Because
a cool
people are
thing.
going to wait and try to hit that
No,
number.
they're not. No,
Yes,
nobody's
they will.
going to wait for 8 products.
8
It's just
free
kind of a
products?
cool. No, it's just kind of a cool
We're not
thing.
talking about half price.
I
though.
hope
We're
they
talking
have
about
a lot
free
of those
stuff.
Tree of Life sets. Ah, I know. I also hope people don't get greedy and buy enough for their whole team and some of us not get any. Yeah, I agree. I hope that they planned for a big one because that is big. I think that is big. So, yeah, Lacey's right. It'll happen. So just make sure you're ready. They gave us plenty of notice, so we know that it's going live. Make sure you get online and get yours, and if you've got some
Okay, this is
pre-orders.
Friday.
The cool thing I like about it,
Just like at midnight.
it's Friday. Oh, that's a good question. I have to look because I can't remember off the top of my head. Somebody post on there what time
We're gonna stay up
it
all
was going to
night.
go live. I don't think so. But the cool thing is, we have asked that they please give us a little more notice when they do something like this because we want to be able to market it and we want to be able to tell people about it. And we don't want a knee-jerk reaction with us just going in and buying a bunch of stuff. This is so much better. So I'm so glad that they're doing it this way and giving us notice. We can get the word out to people, find out who wants to buy what. And then the same thing with the joint special. They gave us a little bit of a heads up. So, I mean, I love that they're giving us that time.
Yeah, they need to give us the time also because some people may not be able to do it.
Well, that was, I think Tom said it was because remember when he was talking to you and he said, you brought up the fact that some people work,
Yeah.
During the day and they can't be up at 11 o'clock at night or 12
Yeah.
o'clock at night. And he was like, that's a really good point. So,
Right.
so thank you.
I'm good for something.
You are good for something.
Well, I mean, even like if you do a special at 9 o'clock in the morning, well, the people that are at work are at work.
Mm-hmm.
They can't, unless they can prepare for it and know ahead of time.
Well, yeah, and then they can take a quick break and
Yeah,
get
well,
online
9
and do what
o'clock,
they
I'm
gotta
going to go to the restroom for
Right.
15 minutes or something.
Exactly. So, okay, so that's that. Everybody up to speed there. So the next thing I was going to talk about
Well,
is...
I'm done.
You're done.
Yeah, right.
Okay, let's stay in here because there may be something you want to add.
Oh, all right.
Okay, so the next thing I was going to talk about is who has gone through Zebra Academy. Anybody? You guys have to give me a thumbs up or a something. I started it and then I didn't go back to it, and then hey Sylvia. Okay, good. Miranda's done it. Awesome. So I went back to it today. Hey, Brandy, to see what all it entailed, and it really they've added some really good stuff specifically for new consultants. So good, Sari started it. It is different, Bonnie. This is actually Pink Zebra Academy or PZ Academy. I don't remember which one they were specifically calling it, but it's a little different than what we had before. So, okay, cool, Lacey. Well, if you get new people, it is the best place to send them because there are 1.5-minute videos, and it's very quick. I mean, they can just literally fly through, take a break if they need to, come back to it. But it is so informative for new consultants, and it's informative like how our back office has a ton of information, but there's just so much information that I can't find anything when I'm looking for it. Well, this is step by step by step, and it gives you, the different information about the sprinkles and the soaks and all that kind of stuff. So I haven't done everything yet, but I do it at night when I can't sleep. Well, that'll put you no, I'm kidding. I didn't say that. Which is every night. You poor thing. Duane has that problem too. But anyway, it's so awesome. It is so informative and it's so easy to follow. And I like it because they're short little videos.
Cool.
Very quick.
Awesome.
And then also, Bash Camp is going to be available in there. So if you haven't been through it, you can go through it once it's not in there yet. But once it's in there, then you can go through it and take Bash Camp at your own pace.
Really?
Yeah. You need to do that in case you get to Pink Sapphire. I know.
Hell yeah.
Right. So, and to be a Pink Sapphire, you got to do the Bash Camp.
Okay.
What?
I'm gonna have to do it.
You're gonna have to do it. That's right.
Bash camp.
It's on my to-do list. I finally did the password setup thing. That was as far as I got. That was kind of me too, Lacey. That's exactly. And then today, somebody had said something about it, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna go look. And then I was in there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I got to share this with everybody. So very good information. They've recently added. I don't know if anybody saw Jessica Carter and Connie go live last week, I think it was, on Consultant Corner about host coaching and the 5 touch points that you can kind of talk about, being a host while you're at the party. Anyway, it was a horrible, well, it wasn't horrible, but it was the video kept getting messed up, and there was a echo, I think it was. Yeah, it was a bad echo, if I remember correctly. Anyway, they redid it, and it's in Kingseaver Academy. So you can go in there and watch it all the way through, and there's some great tips in there. I'm going to go back and watch it again and make some notes specifically for that. But it was great information. So anyway, there's that. Ashlyn and I sometimes sit down and do it together. She knows our products as much as me. That's awesome. I put the Dreamcatcher hang in my new vehicle. Oh, that's right. You got a new vehicle. That's awesome, Bonnie. That is awesome. Yeah, I just recently put the cross in mine. I thought that cross was really cute. I was going to do the Dreamcatcher. I saw the cross, and I thought, I'm going to do the cross for a while, and then I'll change it out.
Yes, you will.
Yeah. You can hear Bucky back there tapping. She can hear Bucky.
He's staring at me.
So we were talking about rally. Registration ends September 15th. So that's the only challenge, is that you've got to have your people, your guests, and everything registered by the 15th. So if, let's say you register a guest and they decide to join prior to rally, they need to go back in and pay the difference, because now they're a consultant if they're still going to rally.
They can do that?
They can do that. I don't know if there's a way to do it in the system or if you have to reach out to customer service, but that's what I heard today. They have to go back in and pay the difference. I think you should be able to do it in the back office, but if not, just call customer service and they can figure it out. Registered myself and 2 guests. Yay, Lacey, that's awesome. Miranda still has Paisley in her vehicle. That's so cute. I love Paisley. So we need to make sure we get our people registered if they don't want to join first. So, and is everybody going to rally? Are you going to rally or are you going hunting?
When did you tell me it was?
October 5th. It's the weekend after opening weekend.
So it's the second weekend.
Yes.
I'll probably go.
To rally? You're so sly. You're so sly.
No, I'll go to rally.
I hope so. This is the first time we've been in Houston in a while.
I know. I hope some people that I haven't seen in a while show up.
Hopefully. Hopefully. Okay, I wanted to chat just a little bit about first weekend of October. Yep. About
It is the second weekend of Texas hunting season.
of MLD Texas hunting season.
Well, bow season.
Oh, bow season.
The
Okay,
week September 28th.
I gotcha.
Or whatever that weekend is.
Okay, so I wanted to chat with you guys a little bit about coaching. So
What?
coaching.
Coaching.
So I'm working with some of you on one-on-one coaching. Bonnie's going to stay in Kentucky. Oh, man. Anyway, so and Tom, if anybody was at Reunion, Tom kind of challenged, he challenged, I don't remember if it was the directors or if it was the Pink Sapphires, but whoever it was, he challenged some of the leaders to mentor at least 3 people. And which is really cool. I think that's really cool. And so the whole purpose behind that is not to say, are you doing your minimum $400 or whatever? That's not the purpose. The purpose behind coaching, in my opinion, is to get you past challenges that you might be having so that you can excel in the areas that you want to excel in, whatever that may be. A couple of years ago, you guys know me now that you've heard me talk about Brendan Burchard often, probably too much, but I'm sorry, I really love him. I love his coaching, and I actually did coaching. I did a series with one of his coaches it was a 12-week series. It was rather expensive, but it was well worth it. So I kind of have taken what I learned there, and then Connie gave us a worksheet that we can kind of follow along. And so between those two things, what I have found is people, it's like everybody has, what am I trying to say? Everybody has challenges or, what do you call it? Hang on. I have to look at one of these so I can tell you. Obstacles. Thank you. I couldn't think of the word. People have obstacles in trying to get to where they're going, whatever that may be. It might be an unsupportive spouse. It might be kids. It might be their full-time job, whatever it is. And so my challenge is to help you get past that, like figure out, okay, well, what will work? I'm going to use an example. There's one person that I'm working with that was so distracted all day long between everything going on with her family and her kids and her husband, just everything that she was doing, that she never could. She would always have these great ideas, but she never could get anything accomplished. And so we started working with, okay, let's break this down into a day. Like, how much time tomorrow can you spend working your business? And we started with 30 minutes, and then we gradually moved up to an hour. But what was so cool was that the very next day, she put her phone on silent. She said to her family, this is what I'm doing for 30 minutes. Please don't distract me. This is very important to me. I told her to treat it like a doctor's appointment. If you're going to the doctor, you're going to the doctor. You're not going to get a phone call and say, oh, I'm not going to go. You just don't get distracted. You go because that's an appointment, right? Well, make an appointment with yourself because you are just as important as any other appointment that can possibly be made. So anyway, long story short, once she got past that and was able to block off that time and focus on what she wanted to focus on, she has accomplished so much. And we've been working together for a very short amount of time, but it's those little things that are obstacles that are in our way that we sometimes don't even realize are there. So my whole point of this is to tell you that if you are looking to have a coach or talk to your upline, or come to me. I've got a couple of spots still that I can fill, but definitely it's worth the time and the effort to do it. And it's not for everybody, and some people aren't going to want to even mess with it. But if you're just running into some obstacles and you need a way to get past those things, don't hesitate to reach out to somebody, or maybe it's just a accountability person. I have an accountability partner as well, and I literally, like, when I know that, oh my gosh, I've got to talk to her in 2 days, and I've not done yet what I said I was going to do last week, well, by golly, I'm getting on the stick to get it done, and that only benefits me and my business. So, anyway, so I highly recommend you either talking to a coach, getting with somebody, or getting an accountability partner, because it's free and it does nothing but help. So anyway, that's just my 2 cents on that. I really believe that there is a lot of good that can be done, and it's not always business related. Sometimes, like when I did mine with Brendan Burchard's instructor or coach, a lot of mine was with her was just getting my day organized to where I was motivated every single day to do a couple of things, and one of those things was to fit in exercise because I wasn't doing it, and she got me past that, and to the point where I craved exercising after that. It's like, this is something that I want to do. It's important in my day. So I highly recommend it if you're not doing it with anybody, just to consider it. And anyway, that's just my 2 cents. I love having an accountability person And I love coaching you guys as well. I'm not great at it by any means, but at least I feel like we make some breakthroughs, and it's fun. It's fun to see you guys succeed and get past these little obstacles that might be in the way. So I also have on my, I have my own little website, my little Rock and Peasy website. And the main reason, I originally did it because I wanted to kind of brand myself separate than, everybody else in the business. But now it's turned more into just being able to offer training videos. There's an opportunity video in there. It's the one that, I don't know if everybody has seen it, but there's an opportunity video that's got me, Dottie Norgard, who it was representing the ready to retire group, wanting to have another income, blah, blah, blah. There was the Melina Dixon, who has a full-time job and wants to make time for Pink Zebra. There was Jessica Carter, who is the mom, stay-at-home mom, wanting to work her business. And then there was Loopy Finky, who just wanted to make a little bit of extra money and was having fun with this, and she's in real estate, and she has her own another snow cone business, Bite My Ice or something like that. It's really awesome. But it was kind of showing all these different people and where they're at and how Pink Zebra works for everyone, no matter where you're at. You guys, if anyone wants to use that video to share with use it as an opportunity video, because nobody gives their website, or I think we may say our names. I may have said my name, but I don't remember. Like, we didn't talk a lot about us. It was about how the business is working for us. But you guys are welcome to use that if you don't have something created of your own. I encourage you to create something, but if you haven't done that, just use something that's out there. And that may be something that you can use. It may also be on my YouTube page, but if not, you can definitely go into the website and get it from there. My website does ask for your first name and your email address, but that's simply to keep out spamming, because otherwise other people, bots and all that, can get in. And so that's all that's for. It's not so I can see who all's in. I don't even know who all's in there that has it. So, but anyway, feel free to use any of that stuff anytime. So I have to message you after we're done to see if you found any info on what we were talking about. Okie dokie. And thank you, Lacey. You're sweet. Okay, so there's that. And then the last thing we were going to talk about.
The last thing already?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Did we talk about August sales? So, our team, which is pretty much, right? Lori Sharkey, your team plus my team equals the company, I think, right? Is that right? So our team sales was $1.7 million, but our top salesperson had $10,200 in sales last month.
You're welcome.
Right, because everybody believes that. I know, right, Lori? It's you and me, girl. Anyway, yeah, we've got the awesomeness, so I love it. But yeah, $10,200, and then the next one was there were like 5 people that had over $6,000 in sales last month, August. That's crazy. Imagine what October and November are going to be.
Like I said, you're welcome.
You're welcome. You're funny. All right. That's so funny. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that because that's just incredible numbers. I don't do those kind of numbers, but
that's awesome.
It's so incredible. It's so incredible. All right. Last thing I was going to talk about was recruiting, because that's what we're doing this month, right?
Yes, we are.
And if anyone has any tips, just start typing them up, because we'll just read them off, because that's what your team did 20,000. That's awesome. So as a total, that puts us almost at $2 million for the company. That's huge. Huge. Oh wait, Lacey, your team did 20,000. Oh my God, that is awesome. Holy cow. Yeah, that's incredible. I'm sorry, I saw Lori's name and then I saw your thing. All right, so anyway, if anybody has any recruiting tips, Miranda's excited about getting a new recruit this week. Yay! I wanted to kind of talk about a little bit about recruiting. So there's so many ways. Oh, one more thing I was going to mention that I totally forgot. Do y'all remember back in the day when, and it may still be the case for some people, but I don't pay to boost my post anymore on Facebook or Instagram. I don't pay to boost any of those posts. It doesn't work. I feel like it just doesn't go to the right people, even though I can pick, who I want to go. It just doesn't work. So I don't do that anymore. But the one thing that I do believe is that if you're posting consistently, like every day or even every other day, whatever it is, if you're posting consistently on social media, I do believe you can get some of that, what do they call it? Organic reach, right? If you want to follow me on my page, if you ever want any tips or I don't care if anybody, just don't copy word for word, and you can take the picture and kind of, do whatever. But what my point is, if anybody wants to support one another, because that will help our reach expand, and it's an organic reach. I promise I don't do any ads or anything on there, so I'm not going to be reaching out to your friends or anything. That is not my goal. My goal is simply to help we all help each other have get our algorithms up there. So if you want to like my page and then shoot me a note and say, hey, like me back and give me your website or your Facebook page, I will be happy to do that. And I will comment when you post pictures, because that's the key. Like if you like a post, it doesn't do anything for the algorithms. If you use one of the other the love or the happy face or the whatever, then it does help with the algorithms. But commenting is even better. So by all means, let's do that. I even on Instagram, Rockin' PZ, follow me, I'll follow you back, and I'll help you, you help me. Let's get our algorithms up so that we have a bigger reach and bigger organic reach, because that will help. And I promise you that definitely helps when people are searching for a pink zebra consultant as well. I've gotten a few people lately just from the organic reach. So let's support each other. I'm all for it. I will support you right back. I'm not just wanting it on one-sided. But again, I don't do ads. It'll never go to your friends. Nothing like that. It's just you and I, commenting on each other's stuff. And anyway, that's just a thought. I was actually talking with a gal who is really good at social media, and she was giving me some tips, and she mentioned that. And then she also said, well, what kind of things do you do with your team? And I said, well, we do team training once a month, and then, I'll go live. I do a couple challenges. And she said, well, by looking at your Instagram page or even your Facebook page, I can't tell that you do any of that. And so I thought, oh my gosh, okay. So I kind of changed my tact, and now I'm sharing more about what I do as a consultant and as a leader. And I encourage you guys to do the same thing. It's not bragging, but it's kind of like your commercial. It's the only way that people are going to know what you really do is if you talk about it. So anyway, I thought that was some really good input from her. But she was like, I can't tell that you do anything with your team from your posts. So I was like, gotta change that. But anyway, she did say, for me to encourage and to get to be supportive with your teams or with your social media pages as well. So there's that. Do you have any comments? Take a deep breath. I'm gonna take a drink.
I don't actually know.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
me liking, I need to start commenting
Comment or love it. Mm-hmm.
more than just like.
Yeah. Don't just like it, because that's like going meh.
So comment.
That's exactly what she said to me. It's
Comment's
like going
the best.
meh. It's okay. Yeah, commenting is the best.
Okay.
Yeah. It's funny because we've been talking about that in our networking groups. I was sharing that with one of my networking groups, and I noticed that a couple of the ladies are really good at doing that now. So I'm like, yay, But it just helps us. It helps us all. So I love it. Okay, back to recruiting. Dottie's going to hear this later, so I'm just going to go ahead and share, Dottie. But she and I were talking about some things that she wants to do for recruiting, and she's got all these college campuses near her, and so she's going to reach out to these college campuses and see if they do any job fairs or anything like that. And I know she lives in a completely different area than everybody else, so I thought, why not bring it up on this call? And because what a great idea. College has just started. 99% of the kids in college are 18 or above, right? Or 24 in our case, right?
Right.
So they're old enough to do the business. And they want extra money, and they want it on their terms. Today's kids want it on their terms. Period. End of story. I don't know about y'all, but everything is when they want to work and on their terms. So what a perfect business for a college student. And I thought even sororities, like if you could get in with the Zetas were the one I was thinking of, because I remember at my school they were the flashy girls that everybody wanted to be a Zeta, and they would be perfect people to target. To start with a blend bash, like have a blend bash, and then target them to be consultants. I mean, why not? It's a perfect opportunity. School just started, and now they're starting to think about wanting some extra spending money. So anyway, I thought I'd share that because I thought that was a really cool idea that Dottie was working on. Job fairs, I mean, why not? This is a real job, so why not go out to a job fair and present the business? I mean, you earn commission on your own sales. There's no difference in that than going to work for a paper company and making commission on the paper that you sell. The only difference is you're in control of when you're going to do it. You're in control of your own time. You're your own boss. So why wouldn't you want to do this? And you can make 35% if you have a $2,000 month. That's $700. I mean, hello, that's great money. And that doesn't even count your team yet. So anyway, so think about stuff like that. Like that's where, thank you, Bonnie. Okay, Lacey, thank you. But think about stuff like that. The main thing is to remember that even though we are direct sales, we are a commission-based job, and there are tons of commission-based jobs out there that people go to work for every day. And why? Because they could do this instead, right? I mean, why not? So anyway, think about that.
You need to educate people on direct sales and how it operates, because when I mention direct sales to people, it's
right.
Some of them don't even give me their attention at all.
Right.
And then someone says, "Well, isn't it like a pyramid or something?" And so they just need to be educated.
They need to be educated. You're absolutely right. And that is part of the biggest challenge that we have is educating people.
Yeah.
I mean, I will admit, when I first started doing this, even I kind of thought, God, it's direct sales. I mean, people aren't going to take me seriously. But you know what? People take me very seriously. I mean, these people that I go and meet with, they know that this is my business, and they take it very seriously. And I think direct sales has, like, people are starting to pay a little bit more attention to it because it's the perfect way to start your own business without a lot of overhead. I mean, period.
Stay-at-home moms. How many stay-at-home moms
people that are ready to retire?
Or there would be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just think of the daycare expense they wouldn't have if they were able to sit at home and work instead of taking their kids to daycare. Yeah. That's a big bonus.
Oh, yeah.
And say,
the dry cleaning bill.
You can actually stay home with your kids and work this business.
Right.
And,
right.
It would be a great opportunity for somebody. You could be at home all year while your kids are at school.
Right.
And pick them up and take them and, earn money.
I think the biggest thing, and Justin Prince talks about this in his training, the biggest thing is having confidence in what you do and that the business that we are in. And even, I want to say...
that's the big thing right
Warren
there,
Buffett
having confidence in what you're doing.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I dare somebody to think this isn't a real job. Yes. And I'm not even going to go down the whole thing with a pyramid, because when you work for a corporation, there's one guy at the top. Talk about a pyramid.
Right.
And he's the biggest one that benefits. Everybody else is,
Right. Exactly.
So one of the things, and I was kind of talking to Melina today, trying to get some ideas about what to talk about with recruiting, and she brought up something, and I thought, well, yeah, I do this, but I never really thought about talking about it. But when someone reaches out to you and says, hey, I found your name, I'm interested in Pink Zebra, can you tell me about it? Instead of just throwing up all over them and telling them everything there is to know, I always have, not always, in the last several years, have said, it's an amazing product, and I love the company that we represent. Tell me what questions you have. Because 9 times out of 10, their questions, like they already know something, and maybe their question is strictly how much is the kit, or maybe their question is how much commission can you earn on your own sales. I mean, so you're just giving them what they need, what they're asking, appeal to what, giving them that answer. Because what ends up happening is we go into this, oh my gosh, this is an amazing company, and we have sprinkles, and we have soaks, and we have accent shades, and simmering light, and we go in through all this stuff, and then they stop listening. And then you're like, hello, did I lose you? You're typing, hello, are you still there? Are you still interested? And they've lost interest, completely lost interest. So the best thing to do is to ask them questions. And it's even okay to say, how did you hear about Pink Zebra? And then let them tell you, oh, I went to a party and I fell in love with the product. And, it's when you ask them questions and get them talking, we say this all the time, when you get them talking, they will like you because they feel like you're listening to them and you're not just doing all the talking. So ask questions.
Good point.
Yeah, right?
They feel like they're in the conversation.
They're totally in the
Not
conversation.
just listening to you ramble on about something that they really lost interest in about the second sentence.
Right. Because you're interested in them at that point, because you're not just interested in telling them about you and your product. You're interested in them and what brought them to you.
Yeah.
So.
And find out find out what questions they have.
Yeah.
They've probably already looked into it and have a little bit of idea
degree.
what they're, why they're calling.
Right.
So you just want to answer their questions.
Right. Exactly. That's perfect.
Yeah.
And it's more of a give and take, and it's just a better way to have a conversation for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Bonnie said they don't call them presidents of companies for no reason. She's absolutely right. So anyway, think about that. That way you don't go into overload. They're reaching out to you for a reason, so feed off of that and ask them questions. She said, offer a deluxe sample for someone to come to an opportunity night, or if they will watch a video. So like that video that I mentioned, if you don't have your own, you can tell them.
Opportunity night. Hang on, stop.
So that's like when we went live that night and invited people to come to that. Or if we did an opportunity call, which is time to do another one.
Why wouldn't you just maybe have an opportunity party?
Well, you could if you've got a bunch of local people.
Well, yeah. If you got some people that may be interested,
so,
instead of waiting to take them to a rally,
well, no.
why don't y'all just come to the house?
Yeah, right. But
we'll
you're going to have
bottles of wine, and we'll chit chat, and we'll sit at the kitchen table, and I'll tell you about the business and how I make money, and
right. Which is great if you can get them to do that.
Who doesn't want free wine?
Not everybody, sweetheart. So, but you're going to have people that are going to be reaching out to you because maybe they saw your name come across their feed for whatever reason, and so they're reaching out to you. So you could say to them, if you have just a few minutes to watch this opportunity video, I will be happy to send you a deluxe sample. I thought it was cute that she calls it a deluxe sample. So it's like a little bigger than a regular sample.
Right.
I thought it was cute.
Exactly. Well, I'm getting something special here.
Yeah.
I'm not just getting the regular sample.
Right.
I'm getting the deluxe sample.
Right.
Which is awesome. Because everybody wants more.
Right.
And bigger. And when you order something, you get something free.
Right.
Who doesn't like free? Or even say half price. And it doesn't even have to be half price.
But free deluxe is really cute.
Because
sample.
I love when I buy something and I get something for half price.
Right.
Because now I have two.
I like to get something for free.
Free's good, but a half price catches my attention.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know how that got started.
No, it's okay. Well, because I was telling you what Melina mentioned, which I thought was a great idea. And she also was the one that said you don't have to be an expert. So if you're not comfortable doing an opportunity video or an opportunity call, you can send them a video. There's probably tons of them out there. Send them a video or
I would, practice your own.
To try to do your own.
And edit your own and practice and
you
make
could
it
totally do that.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
you could totally do that.
Because this is your chance. This is your shot.
Right.
You want to make a good impression.
Right.
So make sure it's kind of a little bit on
right.
the professional side.
Yeah, I agree.
Because if they don't like something about it, then you just turn them off.
That Melina is. Oh, Melina, I forgot you were on here. That Melina is really smart. She sure is. I put in the suggestion that we were able to get individual samples instead of buying the whole specific bundle. I had everything in this catalog but 2 cents. You know what? I realized I went to share my scents on Sunday morning and realized I didn't have pumpkin bread in there. I'm like, what in the heck? Because it was not in the new stuff. So that's you know what? I will make a note I'll do that too. I'll send in an email to ideasandfeedback@pinkzebrahome.com about that, because that would be awesome. I mean, we can buy a jar and make a sample, but you know, it would be nice.
You're gonna make them go out there and package little samples
Yeah.
and send them to you?
Well, don't they have an automatic machine for that now?
Call David.
I don't know.
David, go out there and get some sample bags and start filling them up and send them to everybody.
Right. That's funny. That Melina is really smart. I love that. Because you are. All right, what else? Events. Bunches of people that I've talked to lately have done events. And the biggest obstacle is doing the follow-up. And what's awful is that we know that, and yet we still don't always do it.
If someone's going to take the time to fill out that information card, they are going to expect a return email, phone call, or something.
Actually, I fill out those cards knowing I will not get a phone call anymore. When you go around to a vendor event, 9 times out of 10, I will not get a follow-up call. So I think people don't even think about it. So how cool would it be for you to be the one to actually follow up? And they'd be like, oh my God, nobody ever follows up? No one does. It is so rare.
Huh.
It is sad, but it is so rare.
I fill out something at somewhere and I get emails
But you're
about
filling them out
join this, join that, and
aren't you filling them out at...
want to give me a loan and...
Okay, but that's different. Those are people that have companies that do all the marketing, and they take all that information and give it to them, and they upload it into a system, and you're getting junk. I'm talking about vendor events with direct sell people like me.
Wow.
I just messaged you before I forgot. Oh, okay, that's one right. So anyway, think about that. You could be the one to follow up.
Wow.
And if they didn't get a bunch of follow-up calls, they just might have a blend bash or a party, or maybe they'll even consider joining your team, right?
Yes.
Tell them about the rally.
Huh.
They went to your vendor event. They obviously are in that area.
Yeah.
Right?
And they filled out the card.
They filled out the card.
They filled it out for a reason.
I love that.
Wow.
So, yeah. So consider that. And then finally, our parties. Obviously, any parties that you're having. Because our parties are so much more fun than any other company out there. It may be a little easier to get people to consider joining for that reason. So, and you know what? Don't discount anyone. I am so guilty of this all the time. I will think that, certain people would never be interested in being a consultant, only to find out that they are interested later. Like the one person that is coming to rally or whatever.
You stereotype.
I had no idea that because she's busy. Like she has a business of her own.
Yeah.
And she is busy, like all the time, crazy busy, travels a ton.
Yep.
And I had no idea. And she was like, I've been thinking about this for a while. And I'm like, oh my God.
Right.
What?
Exactly.
I had no idea. So we cannot assume. We have to give the opportunity to everyone that we possibly can
she's
think
coming
of.
to rally. So
she is coming to rally if she doesn't join before.
Yeah, right. Well, she should join.
I know. I need to talk to her about that.
Yeah.
So, anyway, there's that.
Yeah, that's funny.
I know.
Because you think she's got her career, she's busy, she's traveling. She does all this stuff.
Right.
Who would think she would want to do this?
And you know, she's interested in it for several reasons. She's interested in it for the extra money, but she's interested in it for the fun and the camaraderie and the incentive trips. Even though she travels all the time, she still thinks it would be super fun to travel with a group of people.
But she travels alone.
She does travel alone. You're right. You're right.
So this, wow, to get to go places, get to go to reunion.
Miranda's correct. She said it's amazing company. Why wouldn't you want to join? You're absolutely right.
Yes.
So.
And the people is awesome.
Mm-hmm. Everybody is. It's just it's a great opportunity.
I mean, my world has changed dramatically because I know people all over the United States.
Mm-hmm.
I have friends everywhere now. I say they're my friends. People I know.
Well, they're friends.
I talk to.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're friends.
They're inviting you to come visit them, so they must be your friends.
Yeah.
I mean, it's awesome.
I mean, all over. I didn't know anybody outside of Houston, Tomball area.
Yeah. He used to
I didn't
not
know
travel.
anybody out of Texas.
He never
Now I
traveled.
know people all over the place. All over the United States.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. This would be free. You're right. Yeah, she doesn't have to pay for the other trips, but she does travel alone when she does that. So,
yeah.
Well, actually, she may have to pay for some of them, but still, you're right. It's free. People are like family. You're absolutely right. Everybody is, yeah, it's just an incredible, it's so hard to explain to people.
Don't really get the whole,
no.
It's hard to explain all that.
Some people just have a block in their head about what we do, and they just don't get it, and they think that it's just a temporary thing, and
right, yeah.
It's like, oh, that's just something you're doing for fun right now. It's like, no.
It's just a fad. It's going to fizzle out.
It's not.
But
no, it's
still
not going anywhere.
Right.
It's not going anywhere. So, anyway. All right. Do you guys have anything that we didn't talk about that you wanted to bring up tonight? Anything going on at all? We have an open house tomorrow night. I'm going to try to do a video before
we have an open house
that.
tomorrow?
Yes.
What does that mean?
That means from 4 to 7, I have people coming over to some of my past hostesses to come through and see what all we have for the fall and hopefully book some parties with me.
So what does that mean for me?
That means whatever you want it to mean, honey.
Right.
Means you can go to Buffalo Wild Wings and have some dinner.
Without you?
No, I know. Or you can just stay home and hang out in the living room, watch the Astros. I don't care.
I may ask my boss if he wants to go out to dinner tomorrow
Oh, that's
night.
a great idea. Oh, that's so nice.
That is a great
That
idea.
is a nice idea.
I'll take him out.
You should do that. Aw.
Huh.
That's sweet. My 1-year anniversary is coming up. Mine is coming up this month. So the 16th is when I joined. 8 years, y'all. 8
Wow.
years. I love this business. Wear clothes. Bonnie, I love you. You always make me laugh. Yeah, you have to get dressed. I love you, Bonnie.
I can't sell the couch, my lord.
No. Can't do that.
All right.
October 19th. Ah, I love it. 1 year. Woohoo!
Cool.
That is so cool.
Awesome.
So you got to think of what you're going to do to celebrate.
Yep.
And share it online.
Yep.
On your social media pages. I love it.
I'm going to have to look up the date I joined.
We can look it up. It's in your back office.
I always say I joined when you joined, but
Well, you
I
did,
have an actual
technically.
date somewhere.
You did join when I joined.
Yes, I did.
Yep. So, yeah, we got to figure out. I want to do some kind of a celebration on the 16th for that.
That's when you joined?
Mm-hmm.
September 16th?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep.
2 days before your birthday?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday. I'll be damned.
Oh, my goodness. Gonna get a lot of pictures at Rally. Perfect. That's awesome. Your 3rd Zebraversary was in July. What a great word, Zebraversary. We just make them up as we go, don't we? I love it. I love it. I was at an event the other day. What was I at? Oh, I support a lot of my friends that are also in the direct sales industry, and I went to a cabbie party the other day. And
A what?
a cabbie, it's a clothing line.
Cabbie?
CABI.
Huh.
And they, like this year, the trend are animal prints. And she had this awesome zebra print shirt that, of course, I bought.
Really? Of course you did.
I don't have it yet. It'll be sent to me. Anyway, she was talking about zebras and how they're so unique. Everyone, has different stripes, and when they all come together, the enemy can't attack because they can't tell what's what. They can't see. And then, how they're a dazzle and all this kind of stuff. And I was just sitting there going, that is so awesome. She's talking about our company. She doesn't even realize it. That's so cool. So I was like, zebra, pink zebra. Anyway, that was pretty cool. And I bought the shirt.
Of course you did. Yes.
It's cute. I'll wear it one day on this call just because. So, anyway. All right. I just ordered a license plate cover that's pink zebra. Cool. I love it. I used to have everything pink and black and white, you guys. Everything I had was pink and black and white. Even remember the first truck?
Of course I did. It was my truck.
I had the logo, like, giant across. It was bigger than any of the logos out there. It was ridiculous.
Yes, it was.
But I can't do that anymore because I have the 3 window things. So.
No, you can still do it.
I can?
Yeah.
How do you do it on 3 windows?
So cut out around it, make it work.
Well, I should go get that done. I didn't realize they could do that.
Yeah, they're professional thing.
No, not the ones we get from Town and Country. They can't do that. They come as a sticky.
But you can cut it, put it.
Well, I'd have to have somebody professional because I don't want anybody messing up my car.
Right.
So, yeah, I wouldn't like that too much. He didn't like it too much either when I did that. Because it was on the only truck that we had. We just had one vehicle back then. I didn't have a truck like I do now. But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. All right. Well, it is almost 7 o'clock, so we've been talking for about an hour almost, you guys. If y'all don't have anything else, we will call it a night. And I just hope you guys have an awesome September. Get some people invited to rally. September 15th is the deadline for registration, so be sure to get some people going.
Get them joining.
Get them joining.
Get them
They'll
joining
join.
and then go.
Y'all, seriously, if you can get them there, I really believe they will join. This new product line.
New product line. I can only imagine.
And that's all you're going to do is imagine. You're not going to find anything. Oh, I'm just kidding. Thank you, Bonnie. We love you too. Thanks, Miranda. Y'all are so sweet. It's fun. We would do it more often, except we run out of stuff to talk about, and we don't just want to sit here and ramble for an hour. So we want to make sure we have content for you guys. A little bit of content. So, anyway. All right. We will call it a night. I love you guys. Have a great September. Make it a great September.
Yes. Give us lots to talk about.
Right, exactly. Yeah, give us lots to talk about. Those are the best rambles. I know, right? We do that. We like to ramble. All right. We're going to sign off, you guys. Have a good one.
Thank y'all.